Did you know that in 2024, there were more Chapter 11 bankruptcies than any year, including the great financial cycle?
This bill is a debt bomb ticking. Moody's downgraded our credit rating, and the bond investors who buy our debt and finance our debt demanded higher interest rates on the 10-year note, 20-year note, and the 30-year note. Very soon, the government will be paying $16,000 of interest alone per U.S. family.
The fire. We have one big, fat, beautiful spending bill. Do you notice how I use the word spending bill? There is a thing that I like. It's called austerity. Now, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, so I just want to say to all you MAGA guys out there, congratulations. You did it. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. It was like back in the day. You got stimmies. Big deal. Again, start businesses. Oh, you have a business? How about a PPP loan? How about the average PPP loan is about $250,000, and you don't have to pay it back in your taxes. I wonder if I could find a way to expense that. I mean, I did buy a property in Las Vegas, and I don't have a vehicle over there, and I got to fit in. Oh, and whatever happened to that Doge thing where they found everything and you get so much 4,000. I'm hearing somewhere between 3 trillion, 4, 5 trillion added to that. No, wait, looks like national debt clock just updated. But it's okay, guys. You just have to pay it back in taxes. Actually, the amount you have to pay back is going to be way higher, and the interest rate, because people are scared. The bond market. They're like, you're going to default. And we're like, no, we won't. This paves the way. If you're thinking, okay, Bravo, well, what's your solution, bruh? Well, I say, as a surfer, and I've seen this many of times, paddle. Actually, scratch that. Cut your leash, duck dive. Find the nearest boulder and hold on. So with all of this going on, I will show you, because the bond market will tell you where the stock market is going. You want to know the 2 and 30? Here. Since I have crystal balls, you're right there. Did you enjoy that bounce? For those of you that took out a position yesterday, some of you are still up. Just paper trading, I need to show you when you exit. Because remember, you're currently shorting above the 200-day moving average. And if for some reason you don't know what I'm talking about, take this. It's $2.99. And you get my bear market course included with that for free. And I show you how to use AI. Its percentages are beating mine, and mine are 150%. Come on. Which one would you like? The rich get richer, Trumponomics, or your consumer sentiment, which is Great Depression? I give you a suggestion. Paddle. Get to the point where you're like, inflation? Highest expectations in 20 years. Then, oh my gosh, I have to raise the price of my online course. Just to let you know, that's the excuse of everyone. Walmart, Target, oh, look. But hey, you guys, I got this information from a Republican. The big, beautiful bill will add 20 trillion of federal debt over 10 years, and that's according to the authors of it. But wait, it gets better. There's another huge problem. It will increase the price of the 36 trillion of debt we already have. We've seen this continually move higher for our entire lives. Oh, and if you're wondering why the 20-year, the 30-year, all those bond numbers keep going up, it's because of the debt. Just in case you dressed up like Sherlock Holmes because you wanted to figure the whole Moody's cuts American pristine credit rating, could be the debt. If I may, can we listen to Rand Paul for about 20 seconds? I respect this guy.
No, there's some good and some bad to the bill. The good is the tax cuts. I supported these in 2017. Some of them will be making permanent, and some of them will be adding to. I'm very supportive of that. I'm supportive of spending cuts. I think the spending cuts are wimpy, anemic, and unfortunately won't do much to change the course of the country towards a more fiscally responsible path. The thing I really object to, though, and that prevents me from supporting it at this point, is that it adds either 4 or 5 trillion, depending on which version you look at, to the debt ceiling. This will be an historic increase in the debt ceiling. We've never added this much at one time. And frankly, conservatives have never voted for these things.
Yes, I am aware that there are two sides to every coin. I mean, unless it's a one-sided coin, then you got this thing. The heck, if you ain't cheating, you ain't playing with my friends, because they always cheat. But as you can see, this gold coin has, look, it's a different, oh, look. And in all of this that's happening, I don't care, because my digits always go up. The middle class and anyone under the middle class, well, y'all, from Texas, you're going to have hell to pay. This is what America's debt doomsday looks like. Well, you're seeing it play out before your eyes. Now, if for some reason you are really lazy or really dumb, here's it's not financial advice. Maybe ask your attorney. But if you don't know how to do this, that was the Qs, or this, that's Dow Jones Industrial Average, just go buy this. Because this in a debt-based system is a shiny gold rock. And this shiny gold rock will beat your bank account every single day. That is why I come to this channel every single day and I say, that those digits that are in that bank thing, you're going to have to move them because your $1 is going to turn in, well, it already did, 1 penny. It's after I was born. So, hey, thanks Trump for that $1,000 that I guess all the kids get now. Well, let your kids know that that money that is in the account will be worthless, or more specifically, $10. That is why I come here every single day. And you have to know what this color means. This is purple. This is as high up as you're going. And yesterday you clicked the short button and you started making money on the way down. Now, if this candle, which this is every single day, each one of those, and I hate explaining this every day, you show some respect and take the course. If this candle tomorrow is up here, you have to click close. And retail is currently throwing everything that they have at it. Tomorrow, it's going to go up. But again, on the NASDAQ, you got to get above that blue line. Otherwise, hold the line. We should be okay in the short time frame. I mean, in the long time frame, it's this. But it might not, so that's why we close. Or if it keeps going, you keep adding to it, and you're like, wow. But I have a really bad feeling throughout the entire world, from Germany to China to Japan. Japan doesn't know what to do. They're like, why does our yield just keep going up? That you have to... That debt, that big, huge, beautiful debt of 50 trillion, we have to pay it back at 10%? Oh, well, we can't do that. Okay, we default. Just like we did in 1971 when, now I know I'm going to get heat, but the world said, hey, we want to exchange your dollars for the gold. And Nixon said, nah, we're not going to do that. Why is that? We were all out. The game was up. It's over, sayonara. And then we went full bore debt system, money for nothing, chicks for free. And if I may ask, if you get value from my videos that you watch, will you please click subscribe? If not, it's okay. Maybe tomorrow, 30-year, look, hey, Germany, or you traders out there, all you have to do is get above that little black line, find support, and Verabschiedung. I mean, that was a terrible, spent 2 years in Germany. And I'm German, and I do more gooder with Spanish. But everyone is waving goodbye. Japan, 40-year bond yield jumps to an all-time high, 3.67. This thing ain't cooling down, kids. This is panic. Hey, retail, may God be with you. Also, if you're going to try to sell your home, may God also be with you. U.S. existing home sales decline, making worst April since forever. Oh, that'd be the Great Recession. If you want to see it in chart format, here you go. Notice Great Recession. Notice where we are now. Not good. Okay, there has to be something good around here. We got a breaking banner. What, Trump, Supreme Court? Yep. All right. You can go fire people, Donald. Backing Trump. There we go. Fire all agencies. Get out of here. U.S. Treasury yield spikes as investor rethinking the rest of the world, burning in flames. And it was a pretty clear sign, kids, when Target is like, it's bad. We found that out yesterday. And for those of you that get confused, you're like, I don't even know which side are you on? Well, I'm on the side of making lots of money, showing people how to make lots of money. I do like to call out politicians, and then I try to break it all down for you to show you how it works. Like, Trump is going to clear the way on this one. This is the private equity trap. I did a little timeline, how your retirement and savings are at risk. All that money that your 401, IRAs, pensions, you have these things called continuation vehicles. It's basically a gigantic Ponzi scheme that's going to be approved. And then stock markets go up. Bravo when you guys make more money, and then I have to do things like, can I simplify it? When things get approved, I'm like, dang, I'm going to make so much money, but I kind of feel bad. On a PPP loan? Okay. Promise I'll pay it. I don't have to pay it back. I'm super excited when this private equity thing goes through and that's a huge dumpster fire. This is in the trillions. The Saudis called it out. They're like, hey guys, don't let that happen. Your money, retirement, savings, it all goes in the little piggy bank, private equities, steal it. What's in your, nothing, it's gone. Because it's a Ponzi scheme, and they're like, we're gonna move this over here and put some toxic sludge, all of our bad trades, we're gonna mix them in here. Oh, and right now, private equity is actually shrinking. Well, that is for about a year until we have ZERP. So I got one more thing to make you go, I should subscribe to this guy. It is so hard. You don't know what happens in the back end. You know what you're thinking, with hair like that, we know what happens in your back end. Hey, just because you chop down one tree in college does not make you a lumberjack. But the amount of work that I have to do, this one, it was Trump, ambushes. You know, they're all of your media organizations, all of these right here that you can see. Just take a screenshot. Hi. They're all feeding you. They're all propagandalized. And then when I show it to you, YouTube, owned by Google, says, oh, that video's gone. Then I have to edit it and change it, test it. You see, test May 20, that's today. And if for some reason you ever come to my show and you're like, where's his video? That's Google. But I know right about now, you want to hear the propaganda?
The dramatic scene in the Oval Office today, the tense confrontation, President Trump ambushing the president of South Africa.
Next, another Oval Office meltdown, President Trump ambushing the president of South Africa.
President Trump is being accused of conducting something of a diplomatic ambush of South Africa's president in the Oval Office.
To be with you, I'm Katie Tur. President Trump orchestrated another Oval Office ambush today.
Today, Donald Trump meeting with the president of South Africa and attempting to ambush and humiliate that leader.
Zelensky territory, where essentially he was a bit ambushed inside the Oval Office.
Felt like an ambush in there, kind of like the President Zelensky meeting in the Oval Office.
This was an ambush. It was orchestrated.
Cyril Ramaphosa brought his best diplomatic self to this meeting, but nothing could have prepared him for this multimedia ambush.
What started as, to some degree, an ambush.
Well, Katie, I mean, it was an ambush.
Ambush.
Ambush. Ambush.
An ambush.
Pinky promise I will never ambush you. I just come here to help you make your digits go up. Smile on your face by making fart jokes. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.